Coach, can you talk about Burmeister's play? What was he about what you expected? Did you expect more? Obviously, he's a rookie and a freshman. And obviously, also, was Taylor Allen available at all?
Braxton did some good things. He did some bad things. He did some things what most freshmen do sometimes. I think this game he can learn a lot from. He's gotten that first game out of the way. I think he'll be better as we move forward. But he needs a lot more help around him. You know, in order for him to continue to progress and get better, we got to be better around him. And Taylor wasn't available.
Right here on the left, Tyson.
Willie, it seemed like Braxton was under pressure a ton this game. Was that offensive line play, or was it a combo of just him staying in the pocket too long?
I think I can remember one time where he probably stayed there too long, and usually when you stay that long, cover it down the field. You know, I thought the D-line did a good job against us. I didn't think we played our best game up front offensively. They did a lot of movement up front that caused us some problems, and we got to be better at that.
On the right, Scott.
Coach, was it the movement up front? I mean, you had 2 false starts just to start the game, or was that a cadence deal with the new quarterback back there?
A lot of that was the cadence with the quarterback being louder, and it was more of that than anything. You know, again, like I say, sometimes I take those lumps with young guys being in there. You know, but it was more of that.
In the middle, Steve.
So when the cadence did that, because Braxton was louder than they were used to?
No, he wasn't loud.
He wasn't loud.
Yeah.
How did Braxton handle when he realized he was to be the quarterback? How did he handle kind of the week leading up to it and pregame? What kind of a feeling did you get from him going on that stage?
A good one. He had a great week of practice. He did a really good job in practice, and he was calm and collected and good to go. When we got in the game, he was ready to roll.
On the right, Aaron.
Last week after Justin went out, you guys were able to get the running game really rolling to beat Cal. It didn't seem like it was quite as effective today. What was going on there?
Like I said, we didn't play our best ball game up front. I thought Washington State did a good job, his D-line, with the movement, and our guys didn't handle that well, and that cost us big time in the run game.
The middle,
Really,
Brian.
just along those same lines, it seemed like the 3rd and 1s, the 4th and 1s, that kind of bit you. What was going on with the short yardage, and obviously you got to convert to help the young quarterback out?
Yeah, again, our offensive line is our bread and butter, and 4th and 1, we feel like we can get that, and we didn't do a good job executing on those plays where we did earlier in the year. Again, you got to execute those plays to help the young guy out, and we didn't do a good job of that.
Jason.
Yeah, Coach, once again, your defense, just real solid. D-line play, real good coverage. Seemed like you had some real good speed against them. In your words, what do you like about your defense? I mean, they scored 33, but 12 of them were on field goals.
I thought our defense played well. I just didn't think we did enough offensively to show how well they played. They did a good job of getting the ball back to it. They did a great job on 3rd down like they've been doing all year long. And they made those plays. We just didn't capitalize off the plays when they made the good plays and got it back to our offense. We didn't get anything going offensively, and I think that took a little bit away from the effort that our defense gave. I was really proud of how they held those guys to field goals instead of touchdowns.
On the right, Aaron. Sky.
From what we could see at practice this week, Taylor was suited up and throwing around. At what point did you know he was not going to be available?
Friday.
Left, Tyson.
Coach, you say a lot of the players needed to play better around Braxton. Do you think that was just a condition of new quarterback in there, Justin's out, people adjusting to that, or what do you think the reason was why guys weren't as good around him?
We just didn't play well. I don't think it was a matter of Justin being there and someone else is in there. I hope that's not the case. I think they love Braxton too. It was just we didn't play well, around him, and got a lot of weapons that's not out there, and that hurts too. But the guys around him, we just got to play better, especially stars up front and on the receiver. When we run the ball well, we usually we're doing a good job up front on our O-line and doing a good job on the perimeter. And I thought there was times, especially on the perimeter, where we chopped a lot of guys where we should have stayed up, and it could allow us to get more runs than what we had, but we just got to do a better job. You know, they beat us.
On the right, Aaron?
In addition to being young at quarterback, you were a younger receiver because of some injuries as well. How much did that compound the problems for Braxton? And also, what's this latest on Freeman? It seemed like he got hurt again.
No, Freeman is good.
It's fine.
Yeah, Freeman's fine. Yeah, those are the lumps that you take with having young guys in there. You know, a lot of those guys, yeah, they made some mistakes too, and we got to do a good job as coaches to make sure our guys are sharp on their assignments and what they're supposed to do, especially when you have a young quarterback. We got to make sure guys know exactly what they're doing in order to help them, you know, and we had some mistakes like that tonight, especially with some of the young receivers, and again, they'll get better. We got to coach them up, and again, also make sure as coaches we're not giving them too much so that they know exactly what to do.
Middle, Jane?
Yeah, working in a true freshman quarterback, one thing, but, you know, lose one veteran receiver and one pretty darn good receiver. Can you give us an update on Nelson and Mitchell?
Nelson's getting better. He ran around this week and thought he did some things in pregame warm-up, but he's getting better each and every day. He's doing a good job rehabbing, and our trainers are doing a good job of working with him. And Dylan had a concussion, so he wasn't available for the game.
Front right, Warren?
Coach, I think everyone anticipated that Washington State would stack the box. It looks like they did. Was there anything done specific for Braxton to get the ball downfield? Not many passes across the middle today.
We called some passes, we didn't complete them. You know, we called some passes. We had some guys open, and we didn't get it to them at times. And there was some over the middle we didn't get to. You know, we just didn't execute well overall in the past game. And again, Braxton's going to be better as we move forward, and our young receivers will get better as well, and being able to help them out. Those things will get better.
Front left, Tyson?
Was Charles testing it out to see if he could go in pregame today, or did you guys know he was going to be out for the full game?
He went and tested out. He said he could run a little bit. He went out and ran this morning and felt good, and he was texting it out, and again, wasn't ready.
On the right, Jonathan?
Willie, after the game, obviously, with the freshman in there, Braxton Burmeister, did you have any conversations with him to sort of boost his confidence and let him know that, you know, this is just one game in his young career? And where was he at when you talked with him?
I talked to him in the locker room, and talked to him in front of all the guys, and told him that I love him and still believe in him, and he's going to get better. You know, it's one of those games that he can learn a lot from, and I know Braxton one of those guys that he'll go in and he'll watch the film and he'll learn from it. But he'll get better, as well as the other freshmen that's playing, and a lot of our veteran guys. They're going to be better and help him.
All right, Sky?
You guys have noted with whoever would back up Justin that it wouldn't change the playbook, but did it change the play calling with Burmeister in there? Did it take away part of your guys' playbook?
No, we called a lot of the same play that we called when Justin was in there. Again, we just didn't execute as well as we did when Justin was in there. And when Justin was in there, Justin had a lot more weapons to throw the ball to as well. So again, everybody just got to get better. We got to go to work and learn from this tape, but more importantly, we got to know what we're doing, and as coaches, we got to make sure we're not giving our guys too much, especially with a lot of young guys in there playing, and to make sure they know exactly what to do, and that's one way we can help our young quarterback and our young receivers, you know, so they know exactly what to do.
We're going to go 2 more questions, Matt, then Mims.
A lot of one-on-one situations for your defense. I feel like your secondary performed in those roles.
Thought they did well. They didn't catch any balls down the field. Honest, I think one they probably did, but our guys did a good job. Did a good job covering. They were there and did a good job.
In the middle, Steve?
you feel really like it's Braxton going forward until Justin goes back, or if Taylor's ready, does that competition come back in?
We haven't got that far yet. We just got through this loss and we'll evaluate the film and see where we're at and go from there, you know. Yeah, Justin, I keep saying Justin's gonna get better too, he'll be back. But, Braxton's gonna be better, and again, we're gonna go with the guy we have.
Thank you, Coach.